Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. Millennials, I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting
a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready? 57's right. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Yes, yes. Hey, Charlie. Be careful, be careful.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Crunch, smooth. 57, Mike, 57. Here we go, let's go.
2nd and 5. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Ready. That's a run. They're running it. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57's right.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 22-yard line.
Red. Hey, read. He's coming. Double up. 66. Bullet ride. Let happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it third down and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check it out.
Let's go get it.
On 3rd down, Keys, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Sam off. Fine.
And to give this time to the tailback. Pass, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 8, read.
3 butt. Watch the
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. They don't give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Ready.
50 seconds, right? Wild Bill. Sponge. No.
Hey, Zoo. 52.
Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. 60 out now. 6-6. Pull it high. Go. Chief.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Ready, go!
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go.
2nd and 2. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 9 now. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Bam, bam. Ready to go. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. 25.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Got it? 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get your swarm on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep up. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal.
In your face.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. 52.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Not today.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
First down, Colts.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Third down and 6.
Okay, ready? Look, squeeze.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Check 31. Check 31.
Yep.
Check. Motion out of backfield. Motion out.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Check Mike. Check Mike. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Hey, exit. You ain't got 5.
Back to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
7.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Hey, orbit.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a handoff looking right. Escapes the defender. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll set up a throw. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Get it.
They'll try the left side. Keys. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
8-3, X3, 218, chop.
Shoot.
Let's go, let's snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the green, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He is racking the sacks up. Charles, 5 last week, now 2 here.
I don't care what they've done in scheme. It's not working. I mean, you can do it all day long, all night long. They did it all week, and it hasn't worked. And, in fact, on that last sack, I thought I saw him drop a Pro Bowl ballot and defeat the quarterback and say, here's a pen right in my name.
If he keeps playing like this, he'll be dropping those ballots from a plane above the city. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got you. Ready.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On the ready.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, foxtrot.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
H3, 218, chops ready, go!
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a give right side. It's Bailey, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go!
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let them know, let them know. Mine's 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. See him. Check 6 guys. Let's go.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.